Hi ice cream friends, today we're going to talk about the Taylor C707. This is a great single barrel machine and it has one main compressor, one beater motor, and an auxiliary compressor for the hopper. We really like this machine because it's dependable, it's simply built, and it can really help you having a high volume machine with a low countertop floor space. Some of the reasons we like it. Let's show you how to put the parts together, and that way it'll be helpful to you. So we have our gear shaft, our drive shaft here. And now this drive shaft is going to go in the back, and it's going to be what drives the auger. So what we do is we put lube all around this black O-ring, and we rub it all the way around and seal it. And we run our fingers along the drive shaft with all the lube, make sure it's fully done. We don't put any lube on the hex. This right here is going to go in the shell bearing, so we want to make sure that we have lube on here. And we want to make sure that we replace these O-rings every 6 months so that we don't get product leakage in the back of the machine. That's not good. So we're going to put this in. And you're waiting for a little ka-thunk noise, and that's how you know that the O-ring has actually gone in and over. So now we have our augers. The Taylor C707 has one single auger, and it has blades that are replaceable. Usually every 6 months you can replace these blades, and you want to make sure that when you do have a machine that it's not doesn't slide in too easy. You really truly want it to have some resistance. This means that the blades are new, and this means that it's working. So as you notice, I had to kind of turn it in there to align it with the rear drive shaft to make sure it was aligned fully. So that's how it should look. Let's go over here to the door. So this is the product door. This is what stops ice cream from coming out, and this is where you raise your plunger. So here we have our plunger, and we already put on our O-rings right here. And we're going to apply a little bit of lube to this as well. We're going to take our plunger and push it down gently, and we're going to line it so that that opening right there is in the front. Okay? So now, we're going to go here, turn it this way. We're going to place our stabilizing shaft down, and then we're going to place this O-ring through. Now, this O-ring does not get any lube. That's important. We also have our air plunger, and we've already put some lube on here, and that goes right here. The prime plug. Now, we have our handle. Our handle is going to go in. Take our cotter pin, turn it down. And here are our 4 hand screws that are going to take us with this to the machine. When we place any Taylor door that has this setup, even if it's a two barrel machine, it's important to note that sometimes this O-ring right here can fall down. And if that O-ring falls down, you're not going to have a good seal, causing product to spill out in the front. So when you're putting it on, it's sometimes good to keep 2 fingers on the side all the way up until you're in completely. And then keeping pressure on it until you get the hand screw. And checking your fingers down below here to make sure it hasn't dropped. Because if that seal's not there, the barrel isn't sealed, and your product can leak out. So now we're putting our longer hand screws in the top, and we're putting our shorter hand screws on the bottom. Tighten these hand tight, we're not over cranking it. Great. So now our machine is put together, and what we could do is we could add product to our machine. Let's show you 2 things in the hopper here if you want to come on over, and I can show you some parts of the hopper. Here we have the mix low sensor right there, and this corresponds with the mix low light. Here we have the mix out sensor, and this corresponds with the mix out light. On many Taylor models, if the mix out sensor is activated, meaning there is no mix above this line, it will shut off and make the machine not work because it's trying to protect itself from having a half or empty barrel as it's freezing. So that's really important, and make sure you and your team know about that mix low and mix out light. Great, so now what we could do is we'd be able to add mix, we'd use our prime plug, we'd prime the machine according to the instruction manual, and we'd be able to hit auto. While we're here, let's discuss the buttons on this machine. We have our mix refrigeration, or you can think of it as your hopper refrigeration button. This is for cooling your product as you're loading it in. This is standby. otherwise known as nighttime mode. This button is for after your shift is over and you want the machine to stay refrigerated in the barrel and in the hopper at a safe dairy temp. Here we have the wash button. The wash button only engages the beater motors and is used to extrude product when you're going to be rinsing it, and is used to circulate sanitizer as you're washing the machine. And our auto button is going to turn on the compressor and turn on the beater motor and is used to make ice cream. Once hitting auto, within 10 to 15 minutes your product should be done and the machine should cycle off, and then every time you pull the handle, the compressor and the beater motor will engage. So this is some quick overview of the Taylor C707. They come in single phase and 3-phase air, and if you have any questions, please feel free to see us at www.slicesconcession.com or give us a call. Thank you and happy ice cream making.